to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
First carry here for Joe Mixon.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun to give to Mixon. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now Burrow. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
They'll give it to Mixon. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
A man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston, in there to record the sack.
It's 3rd down and goal.
After the sack, they come up on 3rd and goal from the 18. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked by the rookie, Julian Blackmon.
He's got daylight. 30. 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
extra point attempt to come here.
The extra point.
And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Bengals nothing. Rodrigo Blankenship.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. It's Mixon on the counter. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
It's 3rd down.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Cincinnati.
Tyler Boyd, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Line of scrimmage.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Campbell making the catch. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, his second touchdown on the season, and the Colts have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted, and now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
Blankenship out to kick off.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
15-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run with Taylor. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
I know that on draft day, Jonathan Taylor was disappointed he didn't go in the first round, but when he heard his name called in the second round by the Indianapolis Colts, he had to be jumping up and down with excitement because of their big, strong, physical offensive line. And you put that with his downhill running style, and you've got a perfect combination.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
He's tackled at the 30.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, That'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And the Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Burrow will throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Mixon with a first down carry. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From midfield now, Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for, wide open, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Malik Hooker. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run the counter. Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Wide open receiver, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
24-yard gain on the play.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They run the counter. Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Burrow. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. This from 44 yards away. And Seibert yanked it to the left. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, set this one off target. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy. No, there really is no need to do anything crazy.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Brissett looking deep for Hilton. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 76 yards. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow, because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult. It's up and good, and they're in control now, 35-7.
Colts 35, Bengals 7. Rodrigo Blankenship.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Corey Willis.
The 2nd down pass. Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
57 the mic. 57 the mic. That's right, man. Kill. Hey, kill.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, 2nd half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing on 2nd down. Brissett looking for Campbell down, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And this offense continues to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
42, Bengals 7. Rodrigo Blankenship.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And it's third down.
Third and 2, now Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here's Kevin Huber now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
1
That
yard.
was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Brissett sets to throw it. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. From the gun, it's Taylor. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Jonathan Taylor.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
57, Mike 57. Hey, check.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Again, it's Taylor. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
1st and 9.
Mike 55. Check.
From the gun, here's Brissett. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. The ball comes out, and the Bengals grab it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Now Taylor. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Carl Lawson on
making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
Play. 2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Third quarter here at Indy. This is 2nd and 10.
You. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Here we go.
They run once more with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that...
And now here is another interception. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yardage he wanted on that carry. But I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he'll catch more passes out of the backfield in the NFL than he did at Wisconsin. And yards after contact, that's his forte. The only thing he's got to improve on, taking care of the football. Put it on the ground way too often at Wisconsin. If he learns to hang on to it, he could be one of the surprises in the NFL. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
At the 20-yard line.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
19, 10, 12X. Man, I got you. Check.
T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat, and he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts have got it on cruise control. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Colts 56, Bengals 7. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for England.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Justin Houston able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense, pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
At the 41-yard line.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. Now Burrow. Open man is Ross, complete. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And this is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Turnover on downs.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On third down, they're going to go with the option. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Let him know, let him know. Slam.
They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 5. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Going jet sweep, here's Campbell. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's third down and goal to go.
And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? They'll try and run. Taylor, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
60-point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20, 10, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponent's staff because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Returning it, John Ross. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line.
The tackle
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
58, boys, 58, Mike. 58, Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And now here is another interception. Picked by the rookie Julian Blackmon. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
The first down pass. Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Today's final score, Colts 7.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of